Now coming to the answer number 3. Bring out the socio-economic effect of introduction of railways in different countries of the world. Now, in the interpretation part, we can see that effect, socio-economic effect of introduction of railway. So I think this is very fairly simple question to interpret. It is asking because of the introduction of railway, what are the socio-economic changes that have taken place all across the globe. Now, for the introduction part, what we can do is we can write the origin of railway. We can write the name of James Watt in England and how the steam engine popularized the idea of modern railway and how colonialism brought that technology of railway from Europe to all over the world. So this is the introduction part. Now comes the most important part of structuring. So first what we do is we'll write a social impact, and we will positive, and we will write negative. Then we will write economic impact, and we will write positive and negative. So this is how we were supposed to structure the answer, because even in the social there is positive negative, even in economic there is positive negative. So first let's discuss the social. What it did is it facilitated movement of people from one part of the country or one part of the earth to the other. What it did, it facilitated conversation, it facilitated cultural development in different places. We can see the Trans-Siberian, we can give example of Trans-Siberian Rail in Russia, which brought people from hinterland to the main prosperous and city region of Russia. Now coming again, movement of people and cultural contact. We can also say it facilitated social change, and we can give example of India. Now earlier there was caste system was very strong, because people were residing in one area where their caste was known and they were treated according to it. But what happened because of railways, that people started traveling from one place to another, and to a different place. The caste stigma that was there, it was not as strong as it was in their hinterland. So it also facilitated a social change in India, where caste impact reduced. Plus, there were no caste barriers in accessing railway. There were caste barriers in other spheres, but in railway, if you have a ticket, you will find a seat. Barring few experiences, railway was sort of an equalizer in mode of transportation. Now, it also facilitated urbanization. Because places where railways, multiple stations, railway from different direction came together, it became a place for urbanization because of fast mode of transportation, because of industrialization and various other reasons. Now coming to the negative part. Now, because of introduction of railway, intrusion in tribal areas started. Intrusion in tribal areas. So the traditional isolation that tribes enjoyed was no longer present. We can say that. Again, it also facilitated movement of army. So it became easier and easier to colonize different areas. So I would say these are the two negative impact of introduction of railway. Now coming, let's discuss the economic impact. First, it facilitated industrial revolution. Now, in industrial revolution, manufacturing shifted from house to big factories. Now, in order to produce in such a huge amount, there was a need for railway, for a mode of transportation that can carry a huge amount of weight and provide supply at a very fast pace. So, I would say this is where railway comes into play. Because of different location of raw materials, market, railway connected them all. Again, accessibility of raw material and supply to market. We can see in India also, railway was used to extract natural resources from India, and from through railway it was transported to ships, and from ships it went to UK. From there, manufacturing goods came to India and were sold at a much higher price. Now, railway is also a source of employment. Even in India, despite effort of government to privatize it, Indian Railway is still one of the most employment given organization, not only in India but across the world. So what railway did, it provided employment to people. Now there is also a negative part to it against as positive. And yes, there is also environmental loss and social loss. And because of facilitation of industrial revolution, it puts traditional craftsmen out of business. Unemployed. Second, because it was transferring natural resources from country like India to UK, there is also a drainage of colony. We have in fact, drainage of colony became the most important factor from where Indian nationalism grew. Dada Bhai Nehruji wrote a book about drainage of wealth from India, which became a monument where the nationalism of India started to grow, and understanding of colonization further deepens. So I'd say this is how we should structure our answer number 3. Now, in terms of conclusion, we can write current development. We can say that even today, railway is playing a very important tool of mode of transportation. It is I don't remember the exact figures, but we can write it. Every year it transports almost that much of Indian with a fairly cheaper mode of transportation, and it connects and it ensures that all of India keeps running. So this is how we can answer our third question.